What do I say to Christians to awaken them to the importance of adoption and foster care? Well, I think there's a holistic way of approaching this that we vitally need. I mean, it really begins with looking at the full gospel story. God is setting his love upon us before the foundations of the world, setting his love upon people who were in darkness. I like to tell people we were the people in the back of the filing cabinet with the red stamp saying, "Do not adopt." We were the people who says, you look at the file on humanity and it says prone to rejection, prone to running away, prone to disobedience. There's no reason why God should have loved us, and yet God did love us. He set his love upon us, and it was a redemptive love to reconcile us to himself, to restore us to himself. And restoring a people to himself, we were meant to be part of the family of God. We fell away, and God still brings us back to himself. When we do that well, we begin to understand then these are sort of themes and values that I think play out in everyday life. And adoption and foster care is one of the most practical ways in which that plays out. Setting our love upon people who often are considered unlovable. My wife likes to say it's like hugging broken shards of glass. When you engage in foster care, you're hugging people you're bringing into your family, people who are deeply hurt, and yet our love set upon them as redemptive and restorative. In adopting someone to your family, it certainly mirrors God's adoption of us. But reconciliation also brings the lens further out. We begin to, I think, understand how we should also be concerned to see people stay within their families. And I think there's a stream of thought that needs to be pushed more in that direction as well. How we help families stay together, how local churches come around families so that rather than seeing children be broken out, and foster care and adoption is great, but in many ways it's an individualistic approach. A whole church approach is how do we come around a broken family and help children stay in those families. All those, I think, flow very much out of this fuller understanding of what God has done for us in all these different ways, whether we're keeping families together, whether we're fostering them for a temporary period of time, whether we're adopting them into our family. All these are different ways of us ministering the love and grace of God to the people in our midst.